Hey guys, long time no see. It hasn't been that long, but I just have a couple of thoughts, that I just want to get off my chest. I just had a couple of thoughts, I thought you wanted to hear my thoughts, maybe. So here we go. What I am expecting from Attack on Titan season 4 part 2. Now, the way I'm going to do this video is I'm going to say the things I want to see, like things I'm excited to see. Granted, we do see them because we know he's probably going to try and make the ending more cohesive and coherent, we'll just say. And then after I talk about the things I want to see that I'm excited to perhaps see, I'll talk about what I don't want to see or what I'm not looking forward to, right? But, all in all, you'll just get a good idea of what to expect from the final season. Anyway, well, it's the final season part 2. I've never been one to say, oh, I'm not gonna watch the last part. I've invested too much. I'm in too deep. I am definitely, curiosity would literally keep me awake at night. I'm definitely watching the final season part 4. Part 2. Well, so, anyways, without further ado. What I cannot wait to see. The first thing I am itching to see was, some of the best chapters in the entire series. Grisha, Zeke, and Eren in paths, right? Eren showing Zeke these specific things in paths. I cannot wait to see how they're going to depict Eren's mastering of his coordinate powers, right? Apparently he didn't have any control the whole time. But we're gonna get there. I'm way too ahead of myself. Anyways, I just cannot wait to see these scenes with the emotional investment that, we and anime onlys have had with Eren up until this point. I remember being a manga reader when those chapters came out. I can't even describe what I was going through emotionally. I was like, period. I was like, oh my gosh, and then Zeke's like, yeah, bet. I'm gonna see my father gaslight and manipulate you, right? And then he sees that Grisha loved Eren the whole time, and then you get some more empathy for Zeke. Nothing can really save Zeke in my eyes. He's kind of done for. Nope. Canceled for me. But those scenes really did get to me, when those chapters came out, I was like, damn, he really sat up here and thought that he was here to save his brother for some, from forced, radical ideology that, his father imposed on him. Come to find out, nope, this was Eren the whole time, which, was retconned out. Anyways, getting ahead of myself, right? Another thing I'm really excited to see is Eren, when he broke the rules of paths and he broke free of his chains and he grabs onto Ymir. You're not a slave. You're just a girl. You're free. And he frees her. I cannot wait to see that. Again, take all of this with a grain of salt. We might not see these things. And if we do, they might be slightly altered to, better end the story the way the manga ended so as to not seem, incoherent. But again, with the emotional investment, all we've seen about Ymir's story, all we've seen about Eren's story, them being almost perfect parallels, just feeling downtrodden, feeling like cattle. Ymir, literal cattle, she was legit cattle, and just this moment where Eren metaphorically feels like cattle his whole life, and Ymir was cattle her whole life. Him freeing her, such a powerful moment. Cannot wait to see that animated. If, we get it. Cannot wait to see that. Another thing I'm really excited to see is the Connie and Jean scene. Jean, whatever the fuck. The Connie and fucking John scene when they get turned into Titans during the Battle of Heaven and Earth. During the Battle of Heaven and Earth. When Connie and John turn into Titans. Oh, what they say to each other. They're like, this is the Survey Corps way. Let's go out. Let's leave it to the rest. But, they're going to just be brought back the next episode. So, whatever. But, still, like, being an anime only, oh my god, I cannot wait to, like, hear the anime only reactions to that. Like, John and Connie died. Like, crying and stuff. Like, that's going to be, and that's the point where you just spoil it. Oh, they're just going to come back next. Actually, okay, do not spoil it for an anime only. Please, I'm begging you guys. I want to see the look or hear the noise on Twitter when Connie and John are brought back to life 5 minutes later. I want to see if they thought that was good payoff, good emotional payoff for that. I want to see and hear that reaction, guys. Please do not spoil that for the anime onlys. I beg of you. Because I know I felt let down. I was like, damn, that was one of the most beautiful send-offs in anime history. Like, Hanji's send-off was stupid. It's kind of sweet on like a very microscopic level with her and Levi, saying the last words to each other. That was really sweet and cute, Erwin's send-off was decent, Levi put him in the house in one of those abandoned houses or whatever. That was whatever. It was, it was nice. It was cool. Yamir, trash off-screen send-off. Who else died? Hannes, he had a pretty gruesome but like thematically decent send-off, right? I can't think of anybody else who died. Bert, terrible trash send-off, but I like when I came to the realization nobody's gonna help me like in his last minutes of life. That was good. But yeah, the Connie and John, that send-off was everything. This is the Survey Corps way. We did our part. We can just leave it to the hands of everybody else. That just wrapped up the Survey Corps in the best way possible. Because if you think about it, Connie, John, and Levi, and Armin, obviously, and Mikasa, but they are what's left of the Survey Corps. And if you're looking at the Battle of Heaven and Earth, sorry, it's so cheesy. I hate that title. Like, it should have been something else. They should have called that shit Ragnarok. What it was. That shit was literally Ragnarok. He should have just called it that. But when you're watching the Attack on Titan Ragnarok, right? When you're seeing that, in that moment, we're Connie and Jean, if you think about it. We're them because we're normal people. We don't have super duper powers. We're not Mikasa, superhuman mini Titan. We're not Armin. We're not an actual Titan. We're Connie and John. So in that scene, if the stakes were higher and it didn't seem like, they all had plot armor on them, it would have been, you really could self-insert, or whatever the proper term is. You really could. In that moment, any normal person watching is Connie and John. Because we're, nobody has powers as far as I know. So y'all are gonna want me dead for saying this, but I'm really curious, and I won't even fucking lie. I'm excited to see how they're gonna pull off this Armin and Annie. Armin x Annie is the next thing I want to see. I would love to see if that comes across as quick and weird and odd to anime onlys as it did to me. Like, through the context of the anime, I am so curious to see if that shit comes off as, weird as it did for me reading it, I don't know, it just, because if you consider everything that Armin did, blowing up the port in Marley, keeping Annie from her father, and then you look at what Annie did, played a part in killing Armin's grandma, his grandpa, his last guardian. They shouldn't be together. And like, in any respect. They should not be. They should be at each other's throat. And then, okay, I'm gonna add another category. Stuff that should be in there. Okay, so what I'm talking about now is stuff I want to see, right? And then what I said I was going to end the video with was what I don't want to see. What I'm, not so excited to see. And I'm going to, right now, make a new category in the middle of those. What needs to be in there? What needs to be in there? I actually just remembered something else. Something else I'm really excited to see. It's kind of an obscure scene because, it has nothing to do with the ending at all. And the ending is so polarizing. So, when people are at each other's throat about the ending, nobody really brings this scene up. But a really wholesome scene I want to see, that I'm really excited to see in the anime, is the scene where the scene where the whole Survey Corps, the 104th, all of them get drunk, like with Ramsey, with his family or whatever in the tents. They all get drunk. And that scene's just so wholesome. And I can't wait to see that. Anyways, stuff that better be in there. I need to see, for my own peace of mind, I have to see a Levi and Annie interaction. Post time skip. Post all hardening will come undone. I need to see an Annie and Levi conversation. Now, I will say, I'm not excited, but, I will be looking out for that Annie and Hitch speaking scene. They always had a really cool dynamic. I liked them a lot. Annie and Hitch together, I like the way they react off of each other. They were always really fun to watch. Okay, I am looking forward to that scene. But something that needs to be in this ending, ending defender or not, you like the ending, you hate the ending, there has to be a Levi and Annie scene. There has to be one. And didn't Isayama say there was going to be, like, anime-only Yamir content or whatever? Content, well, the fuck? There better be some anime-only Levi and Annie conversation, because we need that. Like, the narrative itself needs that. What are some other things that he can throw in there, too? At some point, he's going to have to reveal that Historia conversation. Or, better yet, let's just move on to the next category. What I'm not so excited to see, because I know something's going to happen to it. The conversation between Aaron and Zeke, where he remembers his conversation with Historia, right? When he's talking about liking and crushes and all that bullshit, and then he thinks of Mikasa, and then right after he thinks of Mikasa, he thinks of Historia. Well, he's talking about Mikasa, and then he thinks about Historia, which, we all thought was significant, but, rug pulled under your feet. Nope, wasn't, I guess. What I'm not so excited to see is the context of that conversation is probably going to be changed. There's probably going to be no, hey, Aaron, what would you think about me having a baby? That's probably going to be completely omitted from the story. And I'm not excited about that. Anything relating to Aaron and that baby is probably going to be omitted from the story. You heard it here first. The whole reason I made this video is so I could say this. So I could be not first, but I just want to say this before it comes out so I can say I told you so, They're going to either change the context of that or change the words completely or take it out altogether. Aaron, what do you think about me having a baby? That right there will be changed or altered or omitted. I bet $10 on it. What I also am not so excited to see is what I was excited to see, the Aaron freeing Ymir. I am very much afraid of that being changed. But how would the ending we got make sense narratively if that isn't changed? How is Aaron freeing Ymir, yet she's in control of him, yet, like, what the, who, huh? Like, I don't get it. Yet she's about to do what Zeke said, yet she's no slave. It just doesn't make sense. And so, in order to fix, make the ending make more sense, I feel like that's also going to be, changed around a little bit. I'm not looking forward to it. What I also think is going to happen is they're going to add more Aramika. Either in those scenes in Marley, when he eats like some ice cream after her, I think. Indirect kiss or whatever. They're probably going to make him have some inner monologue. Oh, I'm eating... I almost said Melissa, holy shit. I'm eating Mikasa's ice cream. Indirect kiss. Make him into the cringy ass boy we got from 139. They're going to add some stuff maybe to make him into that cringy boy we saw, Indirect kiss. He's going to have an inner monologue saying that. They're going to change all the inner monologues of Aaron's guilt of killing everyone. And of Aaron saying, oh, I won't leave Paradis's fate. Oh my god, I just thought of something. Holy shit. What chapter is that where you see Aaron's Titan form for the first time up close, his devil face, and he's like, I'm gonna stomp out the entire world. And he just looks scary and he just looks nasty. That panel, animated, if they fucking change that shit, I swear to God, I'm actually gonna be angry. Like I'm not kidding. I will actually be distraught. I will be upset and I will be like irate if they change that. When he's like, my objective to save the people of Paradis, from the cycle of hate, whatever the fuck he says after bringing everybody into paths, and he tells them, you know what I'm talking about. If they change any of that, no. Attack on Titan is a shit show, clown service. I don't even know. If that changes, I'm literally gonna I'm gonna, I don't know. Oh my god, the whole show will be pointless. The context of the entire show will be different if they change that scene. But hey, they have to do that. They have to change that. They have to rewrite that scene to fit the ending we got. To give us the Lelouch ending, right? Because, it makes no sense that Aaron would lie to all of the people of Paradis. Unless he intentionally set out to make the world worse. Unless he intentionally wanted Paradis to be a military state after he died. Right? Otherwise, it makes no sense. Why would he lie to everybody? Why would he bring them all into Paradis and lie to them? And if his real true objective was to get everybody to kill him, why would he give them such a good reason not to? Hey, I have this good power that'll save us all from the cycle of hatred. Let's see if they can kill me now after telling them that. I hope they kill me. Well, that doesn't make sense. Why is he giving them a perfect reason not to kill them if the objective was for them to kill him all along? What I've said in other videos, he should have pretended to just be out of his mind if he wanted them to actually kill him. He should have, I'm just going on a killing spree, right? He should have brought all the people into Paradis. I'm going on a killing spree right now. Ha 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 ha. I'm fucking batshit crazy, right? And then proceed to go on his killing spree. And then, yeah, everybody would be like, let's stop this monster. What the hell? And then still, the rest of the world would be like, hey, the devils of Paradis killed Eren Yeager to save us. The whole story does not change if Eren is, quote, honest about his true objective, which is, quote, quote, to have him killed in front of the whole world. The narrative does not change without, he doesn't need to lie in his mind for the ending that we got. He does not have to lie in his mind. In his inner monologue, he doesn't have to lie. And he doesn't have to lie to the people of Paradis for the ending that we got. That makes no sense. So what Isayama has to do to make it coherent is omit all of that. Or change it. Rewrite it. Make it different. And you know what? Honestly, no. No, I don't want him to do that. No. I do not want him to do that. Sure, it would make a more cohesive story, but I want the anime onlys to, I want them to see just how jarring that shit is. Just how little sense that makes. I don't want him to change a damn thing. But I know he's probably going to. Because, what? He has to sell the box set, right? He has to sell the fucking box set. So he's going to change it. And then the anime onlys are going to be like, why the fuck was there such a divide in this ending? It makes perfect sense. Right? And they're going to add Aramika scenes in Marley. Add some whiny Eren, right? Probably. Throw some whiny Eren in there. Throw some madly in love with Mikasa in there. During the what am I to you scene, maybe, what, Ramsey? Maybe Ramsey doesn't cut them off. Maybe they're going to make out in that scene to make the ending make sense. Yeah, he's going to be like, what am I to you? And she's going to be like, and he's going to kiss her. They're going to start making out. And he's going to stop kissing her. And he'll be like, what? So, like, did you like that? What am I to you? And she'll be like, stop. You're my family. And then he'll be like, fuck. Now I'm going to go through the rumbling. Since Mikasa didn't want me, now I'm going to go through the rumbling. Like, what the fuck? And then, like, isn't that what Eren says at the end? Like, the rumbling's all Mikasa's fault. I only did the rumbling because Mikasa made the wrong choice. If she had said we were lovers, I would have ran away with her and done nothing about Paradis. Which isn't in character for Eren at all, right? We know that's not in character at all. He wouldn't have done that. Absolutely not, regardless of her answer. And he didn't rumble just because she rejected him. Right? Like fucking Daenerys, oh, since Jon Snow doesn't love me, I'm gonna go fucking burn up people of King's Landing. Like, it's naive. It's stupid. Who? Oh, over a crush? The character we saw? With both of them, Daenerys and Eren. But, like, you know, we're not talking about Game of Thrones right now. Anyways, sorry, I'm rambling, guys, as always. The last thing I'm not looking forward to is them changing Armin's dialogue at the end of the series. Chapter 139 is peak Armin. It's peak Armin. It's peak comedy. And I cannot wait to see that. I hope to God they don't change that shit. I want the anime onlys to be like, what the fuck did I just read? Like all of us manga readers. Well, watch, I guess, for anime onlys, right? Not all of us, but you know, the ones who are paying attention. I am just so scared that the little Easter eggs for why we thought the way we thought this series is going to end are all going to be omitted. And then we're all going to look crazy as fuck. But, you know, he can't erase the manga, so that's still there. We still can pull out the screenshots and all that shit, right? And there's still the AOT Ending Graveyard, the playlist I made on my channel. Go watch it, go check it out, da-da-da. We still have that as a resource, right? But, you know, didn't he already take out the Eren in the Hood outside of the barn while Historia's talking to the farmer? Wasn't that already taken out? I don't know. I'm fucking asking, guys. I think that was already omitted. And then with the interviews, we already know that he's recontextualizing the manga and so on and so forth. That's why I feel like there's, you know, little to no hope for an anime-only ending. But, I was gonna say something. Let me think. Oh, the last thing I don't want to see is any changed dialogue for Armin at the end. I want him to say exactly what he said in the manga in the anime. He has to. Thank you for becoming a mass murderer for all of our benefits. Oh, Eren, hold my hand. You killed your mom. Who cares? You trampled the world. I don't care. Whatever, that's their problem. Who gives a fuck? You don't like Mikasa? Fuck you. Like, what the? Huh? Wait, oh my god. I can't wait to see anime-only reactions on YouTube when this shit drops. I can't wait to see faces. I can't wait to see everything when they fucking watch the last episode and that shit happens. He better not rewrite any of that shit. But he's probably going to, right? Because, you know, it just feels like he's gonna gaslight us. That's what it feels like to me. Like, him changing and taking shit out and recontextualizing shit is just gonna feel like the biggest gaslight of my life. And then, like, the anime onlys since they never read the manga, they're gonna love that ending. They're gonna eat that shit up. Because they didn't see the Eren in the hood outside of Historia's barn. They didn't see the Eren freeing Ymir. They didn't see the Eren perfectly mastering paths, which is probably going to be changed. Eren's probably going to have like a few breakdowns like, I can't think straight anymore. That's going to be thrown into the last season. I can't even think straight anymore. He's going to say some shit like that a couple times to make a little bit more sense. A little bit more sense. Eren's going to wake up. He's going to wake up from a nightmare or some shit, from a vision, you know, but I think it's a nightmare. He's going to wake up and be like, huh? Fucking, he's going to say like Mikasa's future child's name. Huh? Huh? Oh, let's say his name's Cody. I don't know. He's going to be like, Cody? Where's Cody at? Cody was just here. And they're all going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Eren? He'll be like, oh shit. I can't tell the difference between the future and the present and the past anymore. You know, they're going to throw in some shit like that to make the ending make more sense to the anime onlys, which is going to completely betray the manga, completely be a different story, and it's going to suck. It is. But yeah, that's everything I'm looking forward to seeing and everything I'm not so excited to see, and yeah, and things that they should add in. They're going to give us, my prediction is, we're going to get an entirely different story. Completely untrue to the manga, with stuff added in and stuff taken out to make the ending we got make more sense. That is my biggest fear, and I am afraid that is what I think is going to happen. Another thing I want to say, I almost forgot. I am a little worried. Isayama has been, like, very silent. Who do you know ever who has finished their, like, magnum opus, well, what was supposed to be their magnum opus, and does 1-2 interviews about it, does one, and then the editor does like 4 of them. They do 1 interview about their, life's work, their magnum opus. He spent his entire 20s on the series, and it ends, and he has almost nothing to say about it. Isn't that a little odd? What do you guys think about that? I don't know what to make out of that, but, like, why is he so silent about it? And I am dying for any fucking interviewer to ask about Historia. Just be like, hey, so, like, why was Eren outside of Historia's barn? Like, what was that? Explain how the baby thing, like, happened. Like, did Historia just, like, fall in love with the farmer and then just, like, decide to have a baby? Like, she knows Eren's plan, like, the rumbling. Why did she just decide to have a baby, like, in relation to that? Like, just one interviewer needs to ask that. But hey, it looks like Isayama isn't doing any interviews, so, how are they gonna ask anything? I don't know, whatever. I have the whole manga collection, I bought them all as soon as each one came out, except the first, obviously. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end up buying the last one just so I can fucking have them all. I don't want it, I don't, but just so I can have them all. Honestly, probably gonna buy the fucking box set, the DVD, honestly. I'm in too deep, guys. Like, when I say I like this series, I fucking liked this series. Like, you guys just don't know. I'm not even gonna get into it, but I really fucking like this series. Yeah. But I'm almost positive we're gonna be gaslit, and, Arahisu's gonna be reduced to just super cool friends, when he's never pictured her once or called her a friend or anything like that. He's always talked to her in a more, like, intimate, like, calm manner about, like, his life aspirations and just crazy shit like that, right? Like, such a bestie, right? I'm gonna tell my life hopes and dreams to, like, just a little bestie. I'm gonna tell my fucking Ragnarok plans to just a little bestie, And it's funny that people always say, oh, you just ship Arahisu. You're just a shipper who didn't get your headcanon realized. I do not ship Arahisu. I've already told some people what I ship, but there's no Historia involved. I actually, okay, I lied. I ship Arahisu. I do. I ship Arahisu. I ship Aramika. I ship Mika John, whatever the fuck. I ship Sasha Connie, Sprinkles, right? I ship Yumi Curry. I ship everything. Because the series isn't about the ships. I ship everything, because they don't matter. Sorry, I just thought about this, but, like, they need to add some, like, not saying this is my ship or anything, but they need to add some Arari scenes. Levi was his mentor. Levi is partially responsible for Eren choosing to do the rumbling. Because Levi impacted him so much with his choice speech. Make the fucking choice you'll regret the least. We don't know how shit's gonna turn out. You just gotta make a leap of faith, right? Da-da-da. So I feel like he needs one last combo with his mentor. And in the fucking manga, Levi's like, there's so much I wanted to say to that idiot. So we need a Levi and Annie scene, and we need an Eren and Levi scene. We need both of those in this last season. So if we're recontextualizing shit, at least give us those. At least give us those. And then time skip when Eren goes to Marley. Yeah, sure. Put some more Aramika in there, just so the ending isn't so jarring. You know, if you want to. I don't want him to, because I want the anime onlys to be just as scarred and jarred as I was. So yeah, just let me know what you guys are expecting to see out of this final season. We got 2 months, or 3. Is it 3 or 4? October, November, December, January. Wasn't it coming in January? I think it's coming in January. We got 3-4 months, guys. What are you expecting? What do you not want to see? What do you really want to see? What can you not wait to see? And what do you think he's gonna rescript, recontextualize, or omit? Let me know in the comments, guys, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I just found out that, like, Jaegerbomb posted a lot of my fucking videos on, like, Reddit. I didn't know that. And I just found that out, and I thought that was super cool. Thanks, Titanfolk. Thanks, Jaegerbomb. Yeah, see you guys later. Bye.